Imagine living your life after 50 and feeling energized and excited about your future. Welcome to the Women in the Middle podcast, the podcast for women who are ready to figure out what they want and create the life they deserve. Here's your host and Master Certified Life Coach, Susie Rosenstein.
Hey there, today's episode is all about waiting for an exciting life versus creating it yourself in midlife. Let's go. Welcome back to the podcast Women in the Middle. I'm your host, Susie Rosenstein, your Master Certified Coach and Midlife Mentor, and I am so glad to be here with you again for this week's episode, which is an encore of episode 370. Every once in a while, I decide to put out an episode again, one that I thought would be super helpful for you to hear again, or maybe for the first time. The other reason for encore episodes is timing. Sometimes I repeat one because of what's going on at my end, perhaps a vacation or an illness or my schedule in general. This time, it was perfect for an encore because I'm working on a new workshop and something else that I'm not going to mention yet that I'll be announcing soon. It's about happiness, though, so you're going to love it and you're going to want to stay tuned. Today's encore episode is about a topic that comes up so often in my community. We talk about it in the Women in the Middle Academy, and you've heard it mentioned here and there through posts, on the podcast, all kinds of places. It's related to the gap that exists before you do what you want to do. Now think about that. There are so many reasons you may not be doing what you want to do at your age and stage. And there's also a pretty interesting narrative that you probably have about the reasons for your gap. We're touching on that today. We're going in. The situation you may find yourself in now, or perhaps at one time, is that you're waiting rather than taking charge and creating whatever it is. Let's call it your exciting life. And in midlife, it's no surprise that you're likely a little more time sensitive these days, if you know what I mean. Wasting time is something you may regret. However, you might be doing just that without even knowing what you're doing because what you're doing may be on autopilot. You're used to your lack of action and you're used to your narrative. But be honest with yourself. You may just be waiting for something exciting to happen rather than creating the excitement for yourself. So we're going in and we're going to explore this topic together. But just quick, before we dive into that, I want to share something with you. I know that in midlife, it's easy to get stuck and confused about your priorities and what the heck you really want to do with your valuable time on this planet. No small thing. You are really not alone when it comes to getting clear about what you want, what your passion is, your dreams, what you want to make sure that you don't have regrets about. So I came up with something to help you. It's called the Get Unstuck Midlife Clarity Fast and Easy Masterclass. So here's the scoop. Life is too short to waste time feeling stuck in midlife. If you don't do something about your stuck state of affairs, nobody will. Now you can do this. Take this fun online midlife masterclass and get clear about your next chapter priorities without spin, confusion, and overwhelm in less than an hour. My amazing woman in the middle, picture this. You snap your fingers and you're crystal clear about what your priorities are in life so that you can take the next best step forward. You finally feel peaceful and confident because you know how to move forward. And you see that you have plenty of time to have more fun and meaning in your life. Now that sounds pretty good, right? You can grab this masterclass and get unstuck about your priorities. And in reality, your dreams, you're getting unstuck about all of it when you get the clarity. And the best part is that this masterclass makes it fast and easy. It's on your own time and it's in the comfort of your own home. And you don't even have to be live on screen. Way easier than you think. So if you're listening in real time, the unbelievably affordable introductory pricing is on now. If you're tired of wasting time craving more happiness and excitement in your life because you don't know what you want, run, don't walk. You've got nothing to lose and clarity to gain, my friend. Head over to www.midliferoadmap.com and you can download Get Unstuck, Midlife Clarity Fast and Easy, and get started. Okay, now buckle up and get ready to have an epiphany or two, maybe even three. Please enjoy this important episode. Let's start with a pretty easy but perhaps revealing question. What is the thing that you are waiting to do? Or what is one of the things you're waiting to do? Maybe you're waiting until after you lose 20 pounds to get that professional family photo taken. Or maybe you're waiting for your empty nest so you can set up a hobby or craft room and start focusing on whatever that hobby is again, like quilting or scrapbooking or whatever it is for you. Or maybe you're waiting until you're in better shape, until you join a fitness class at the gym. Or waiting to be a better musician to play in public again. Or maybe waiting to simply play again. I think you get the point. There's lots of waiting going on. I bet you can think of something that's relevant to you too, something that you are waiting to do. So the first kind of waiting I want to coach you on is what I call the want wait. This is when you know what you want to do, but you won't allow yourself to prioritize it. Do you get what I'm saying? These are things you know you want to do, but you're not allowing yourself to do them yet. You're waiting. You're holding off pleasure because of the way you're thinking about the desired order of things in your world. Maybe you think it's too much money, so you gotta wait. Or it will feel too indulgent to focus on it, so you gotta wait. Or maybe you don't think it's what you should be doing. It's not the desired order of things in your world. So if you shouldn't be doing it, you gotta wait. The bottom line is that you're waiting rather than living now in the present moment. Rather than embracing that this is it, and this moment in time deserves to have your focus and appreciation, and that you could be enjoying your valuable time as much as possible. This topic has been a bit of a theme lately with my community. But this is only one way I hear that you might be waiting. It might be something else. If something popped up for you as I was introducing this topic, take time to notice what it was in your life and be curious about it. So what haven't you allowed yourself to do yet that you want to do? You may not even think of it this way because it may not feel intentional to you. But as you know from working on becoming more mindful, the way you're thinking about whatever it is will lead to feelings about whatever it is and ultimately actions you take related to it. So doing the thing comes from one way of thinking. Not doing the thing comes from another way of thinking. Both are optional. Notice what comes up for you and ask yourself, why am I even thinking this? Do I really want to do it? Do I want to do the thing? If I do want to do the thing, why am I choosing to wait? These prompts will help you take your power back. They'll help you challenge your decision making and also make different decisions if you want to. It's a great start and an important one because it's super common to regret not allowing yourself to be happy. You know what you want, but you don't allow it in your life. And your future self will have some thoughts about that. So, that's what I call the want wait. Now, there's another common reason you might be waiting. It's a variation on the theme, but it's equally important, just a little different. I like to call it the worry wait. So we have the want wait and now the worry wait. This is when you don't create what you want in your life because you don't want to be alone. You actually know what you want to do, but you wait because you worry about doing something or going somewhere by yourself. I hear this a lot in my community and in the academy, actually. Thoughts like, I don't have anyone to go with, followed by another kind of thought, I don't want to go alone. So you might be too self-conscious. You might not be confident. You worry what people might think. You worry you'll get lost. You'll worry that you just won't feel comfortable being alone or being a beginner or just not knowing anybody. That sort of thing. All kinds of worry. This happened with me when I decided I wanted to take tap dancing lessons a few years ago. I could tell how much I wanted to do it, but definitely preferred to go with a friend than to show up alone. I was very insecure about feeling stupid, maybe tripping or falling. I was even very self-conscious about even buying the shoes, like going into a dance store type place and trying on the shoes by myself. And, surrounded by all the 6-year-olds. It was really interesting, and I really surprised myself with all the feelings that were coming up. I've heard women talk about wanting to go on a trip or a cruise, but deciding not to because they didn't have a friend to go with or that they didn't want to pay the single supplement. Now, that's a great time to join a group, but you still may not feel comfortable being not being a couple or not having a buddy or being a buddy. You know what I mean? I've never had trouble in that situation, because if I was going to be in a group, there was only a tiny bit of time that I would be by myself, and then I would be part of the group. So that part didn't bother me, but I have met so many people who have shared this with me. So think about it. What do you miss when you allow fear or discomfort and worry call the shots in your life? So when you cave into this and you have this worry, want happening, what are you missing out on? And is this the way you want to make decisions? Really got to think about this stuff and what you could do about it if it's not the way you want to make decisions. So we have the want weight, the worry weight, and now the wonder weight. This is when you wonder if anyone will invite you to anything, and you get annoyed when they don't. So you're waiting to be invited. You don't create and articulate what you want to do. You may not even know what you want. You don't dream and scheme. You don't think about a bucket list. You don't decide your travel priorities and make plans. You don't decide what you want to learn in a course or a program and go for it. You don't go to a show. You don't go to a movie. You don't go to a restaurant if you don't have a partner or a date. Instead, you wonder if you'll be invited to anything, and you wait to be invited. Is anybody going to invite you to do something fun on Friday night? Is anybody going to invite you to go to a movie or to take a course or to go for a walk? And you respond to an invitation, but you don't intentionally create the experience that you want in the first place. So you wonder if you'll be invited, but you don't lead the way. Someone who's a wonder waiter doesn't tend to lead, dream, scheme, and do things no matter what, partner or not, paying the single supplement or not. Someone who is not a wonder waiter takes the lead in their life with these sorts of things. And the difference is that these gals decide what they want to do and then figure out with whom. But they do the thing. So this type of waiting, the wonder wait, is about waiting for action to find you or invite you to join in rather than being intentional about taking action no matter what. It's as if you're thinking, I wonder if and when anything exciting is going to happen to me or in my life. Is anybody going to invite me to do something great? So if this is you, you may be more comfortable responding to life instead of creating the life you want. So I wonder, what kind of waiting is your thing? Is it the want wait, when you know what you want to do, but you won't allow yourself to prioritize it? Or maybe the worry wait, when you don't create what you want in your life because you worry about the discomfort of doing it by yourself. You don't want to be alone or do it by yourself, so you just don't do it. Or the wonder wait, when you wonder if anybody will invite you to anything. You might get annoyed when they don't. However, you often respond to invitations to do things, but you don't lead when it comes to creating what you really want to prioritize and value in your life. So Houston, we have a problem. Would you agree that when you're being intentional about being intentional, waiting is not helping you create the life that you want based on your priorities? When you're intentional, you have to do 3 specific things. In the Women in the Middle Academy, I call them the fun path to freedom and fulfillment. And you got to dial in this 3-phased approach to get what you want, to create what you want, to stop the waiting game. So here they are. The F stands for find your thoughts. You got to focus on looking for and finding what you're actually thinking about, what you actually want to do. Then U, the U stands for understand what you want. You need to understand what you want so that you can help yourself create your life, design the life that is like custom to you. And N, nurture your commitment to yourself. You got to nurture this commitment to yourself the way that you know you need to put yourself first, and then you have to follow through on what's really important to you. You are developing a customized plan that will lead you to happiness. That's really what you're doing. And again, I call this my fun path to freedom and fulfillment. So here's the thing. It's common to regret waiting for your life to become exciting. There's no lightning bolt. There's no magic wand. There's no bewitched moment of wiggling your nose and miraculously poofing fulfillment and purpose into your world. What you're actually creating when you wait is less control. That's the opposite of being intentional. And as they say on my favorite show, Curb Your Enthusiasm, That's a whole bowl of wrong. And like I said, it's very common, and it's also something that's very common to regret. My clients regularly share that when they work hard to make this shift to become a woman who creates her life rather than waits on the sidelines of her life, that they feel like a relaxed and peaceful $1,000,000. Now, I know that might sound like a stretch, but it's really true. Like, you go from winging it and waiting to being clear and intentional and comfortable enough accepting responsibility, that creating that experience for yourself, designing that customized life experience, it takes effort and it takes intention and focus. And when you have that and you don't have regrets, you are in a much more relaxed, fulfilled, and peaceful place. This could be you too. Why not? Why can't it be you? As a woman in the middle, you owe it to yourself to really think about how you're spending your time while you're alive, why you've chosen to wait to do more of the things you love. If you were advising a friend about whether or not she should actively and intentionally do more of what she loves, what would you say? I have a feeling you wouldn't tell her to wait. Life is short, my friend. Too short to put the onus on fun to find you. You don't want fun to have to find you. Make it easy. Bring on the fun. Just take charge already. And if you need some help, I'm here for you. The Women in the Middle Academy helps you create your life just the way you want to. Okay, that's it for this episode. The bottom line is, though, that if you don't make an effort to be intentional, you're highly likely to have regrets about the amount of time that you're wasting. This is exactly how I can help you. It starts with your thinking, and this is what we're up to in my Women in the Middle Academy. So if you're connecting with the show and are finally ready to make some changes to regret-proof your life, I want to invite you to apply for the Women in the Middle Academy. It's my transformational midlife group coaching program to help you get clear about what's getting in your way so you can get on with the good stuff, your exciting life. You can apply for your momentum call at www.womeninthemiddleacademy.com. Now, as you know, my focus as your midlife coach is to help you waste less time waiting for something amazing to happen in your life and more time doing what you want to do before you run out of time. Yes, sometimes I have to be blunt and direct because it's important. I'm saying this because I really care about you. This is what we're really talking about at our age and stage. And this is what being intentional is all about. Remember, being the queen of your brain domain is the best way to be. And midlife transformation coaching is the fastest way to rediscover joy and purpose after 50. So if you'd like to see if working together is a good fit for you, either in the academy or privately, please reach out and just go to www.talktosusie.com. Your future self will thank you. For show notes and links, go to www.susierosenstein.com and click on the podcast tab and look for episode 413. You'll also see a link there for my other show, The Women in the Middle Entrepreneurs, which is all about the reality of running your business when you're a midlife gal. It's also on iTunes, Spotify, and all the places. Let's do this, ladies. It's time for you to put yourself first, one thought at a time. Thanks so much for listening, and I'll talk to you next week.